Very warm welcome, my dear students. Again, your Kanchan ma'am is here to teach you social science. Students, before I start the chapter, I just want to ask you some questions. When was the last time you fell ill? Do you remember? Were you taken to a doctor? What instrument did the doctor use to examine you? Did he or she give you any medicine to take? So students, today we are going to discuss about living longer and healthier lives. And by the end of this chapter, you will know the history of instruments like thermometer, microscope, etc., which have made advancement in medical field possible, and the contribution of eminent scientists in the field of medicine and latest discoveries in the field of medicine, and you will also know about the rules of basic health care. Students, as you all know, to live a long and healthy life, we need many different things. First important thing, we need a clean environment and healthy nutritious food. We also need good medical care to live long and healthy life. In this chapter, we will look at some major developments in the field of medical science. We will know all about the clinical thermometer, the stethoscope, and the microscope, machines that can look inside our body, surgery, anesthesia, and antibiotics, vaccination, pasteurization, and antiseptics. Students, a long time back, human did not understand diseases and thus did not know how to cure them. Okay, the people in olden times used to think that diseases were caused by evil spirits. Okay, diseases were considered to be a curse of God. But today, due to tremendous progress made by medical science, we understand why diseases occur, and several methods of diagnosing diseases have been developed now, and thousands of medicines are now available, and more are being developed to treat different diseases. Okay, let us read about the developments in the field of medicine. Students, when we fall ill, our body becomes warmer. This is known as fever. Fever is a sign of a disease. Okay, and when you complain that you are not feeling well, your parents touch your forehead to find out is it warm or not. But this does not give us correct idea about the temperature. And students, do you know what is the instrument we use to find out the temperature? Yes, we use a thermometer to find out the temperature of our body. Students, there are different kinds of clinical thermometer in the market. You can see on the screen, this is the example of an digital thermometer. Okay, by using this thermometer, you can easily check your fever or the temperature of your body. Okay, and most of the people, most of the doctors use this kind of thermometer in their clinic. This is another kind of thermometer, and most of the people use this kind of thermometer at their homes. Students, this is another kind of thermometer, and by using this thermometer we can check the temperature from the distance from the body. Students, do you know who invented the thermometer and when he invented the thermometer? Yes, look at the screen. This is the picture of Gabriel Daniel Fahrenheit, and he invented the thermometer first time in 1714. Students, the clinical thermometer is a simple glass tube with a bulb-like shape at one end. This bulb-like shape is filled with mercury, and the tube has marking of degree in Fahrenheit from 95 degree F to 110 degree F. F stands for Fahrenheit, and the normal healthy person has a temperature of 98.4 degree F or 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, what is the temperature of normal person? Yes, the normal healthy person has a temperature of 98.4 degree F or 37 degrees C. Do you know how the doctor check the temperature by using the thermometer? Yes, the thermometer is put under the armpit or in the mouth to find out the temperature. Okay, who invented the thermometer? Gabriel Daniel Fahrenheit in 1714. Students, look at the screen. Have you ever seen this instrument around the neck of the doctor? Do you know what is the name of this instrument? Yes, this instrument is known as stethoscope. Students, when you are ill, you go to a doctor and the doctor examines your chest and back with the stethoscope. The doctor is able to listen the sound of your heart and your breathing through the instrument. Okay, this instrument is known as stethoscope. By using stethoscope, the doctor can hear the sound of your heart and he also hear the sound produced by air while moving in or out of your lungs. Okay, this is the purpose of the use of stethoscope. It also helps the doctor to find out what you are suffering from. Okay, and students, do you know who invented the stethoscope and when? Students, Rene Laennec invented the stethoscope in 1816, and on the screen you can see the picture of Rene Laennec. Yes, he is the person who invented the stethoscope in 1816, and there's an interesting story behind this invention. Do you want to listen that story? Once Laennec noticed two children sitting at the two ends of a log of wood. Okay, and they are whispering through the log. And when Laennec asked them, they said they could hear the faintest sound through the log. Then Laennec went back to his clinic and tried the same thing with the rolled up newspaper on his patient. He could hear the patient's heartbeat. He could also hear the sound produced by air while moving in and out of the lungs. This led to the invention of the stethoscope. Next invention is microscope. What is microscope? A microscope magnifies a tiny object and makes it look much larger. It helps us to see things which are too small to see with the naked eye. The first microscope was invented by Zacharias Janssen in 1590. He was a spectacle maker in Holland. Several scientists helped to improve the microscope. Students, do you know how the microscope invented? Yes, lenses were known to us about 400 years ago and they were used to make spectacles. In 1590, two Dutchmen, Johannes and Zacharias Janssen, discovered that if a fly is seen by keeping one lens behind another, it looks very big. They used this observation to make a toy called Fleaglass, and it became very popular among the children at that time. Soon, Galileo, the famous Italian scientist, came across this toy. He used the idea of combining two lenses to make a device called microscope. And since then, the microscope has been greatly improved, and with the help of this microscope, scientists were able to see uh, microorganisms like bacteria for the first time. And today, a microscope is used to examine blood, urine, stool, etc. And today we have many powerful microscopes, and the electron microscope magnifies an object millions of times. There are so many machines that can look inside our body. One of them is X-ray. Several new machines have been discovered which can look inside our body and produce picture of it. An X-ray machine can take pictures on the inside of the person's body. This is the picture of X-ray. And students, do you know who discovered the X-ray? Yes, Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen invented the X-ray in 1896, and we use X-rays to locate fractures in our body. Students, beside X-rays, we have some other machines that are known as scanners. And scanners produce pictures which show more details than a X-ray photograph. And the different types of scanners available are ultrasound, CAT, and MRI. CAT is also known as CAT. Students, you should know the full form of CAT. CAT means computerized axial tomography, and MRI means magnetic resonance imaging. ECG machines and EEG are used to monitoring heart and brain respectively. With the help of these machines, doctors can see image of bones and internal organs and find out the disease a patient is suffering from. Laser. Laser stands for light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. It is used to perform operations without cutting up the body. So students, the process to perform operations without cutting up the body is called laser. Surgery. Surgery means repair, removal, or replacement of damaged part or organ of the body. Do you know what is the use of surgery? By using surgery, it is possible to repair the organs and cure the disease. In some cases, it is also possible to replace the organ with a healthy one. Students, surgery needs a variety of medicines and instruments. Whenever doctor is going to surgery, he needs some medicines and he also needs important instruments. Okay, and today's surgery is quite safe, and doctors can replace a damaged heart with a healthy heart, and this is called heart transplantation. Okay students, and surgery is used to operate upon brain, liver, kidney and other internal organs. Modern surgery has made life safer and longer. Students, do you know in early period surgery was painful, okay, and now doctors make the patient unconscious before operating so that they do not feel the pain. Doctors give the patient anesthesia to make them unconscious, and when the patient is unconscious, then it is easy to operate and the patient do not feel the pain. And students, chloroform was the first drug to be used as anesthetic. Means before many years ago, the doctors used chloroform as anesthesia. Okay, and the first operations using chloroform as an anesthetic was performed on 18th November 1847, means about 100 years before our independence. Students, the first heart transplantation was done by Dr. Christian Barnard. Students, in the past, people were very superstitious and they believed that diseases were caused due to one's bad deeds or by evil spirits. And they went to witch doctors or magicians to get cured. Witch doctors means tantric, okay? They went to witch doctors or magicians to get cured. And modern medicines have brought a great deal of change among people's attitude, and the discovery of quinine helped in the treatment of malaria. Okay, which medicine used to treatment of malaria? Yes, this is quinine. Antibiotics. Do you know what are bacteria? Yes, bacteria are the germs which spread several diseases, okay, and we use antibiotic medicines to cure from the diseases that spread by the bacteria. And penicillin was the first antibiotic to be discovered, okay, and it was discovered by Alexander Fleming and antibiotic are drug which check the growth and spread of germs. Okay, chloromycetin and streptomycin are the another antibiotics. And students, the discovery of antibiotics was an important milestone in the development of medicine. Okay, prevention of diseases through vaccination. Students, medicines such as antibiotic cure diseases, but vaccination prevent diseases from occurring. Okay, and prevention is more important than the curing. Okay, so here the doctors use vaccines to prevent diseases from occurring, and if a person is vaccinated against a disease, her or his body develops the ability to fight the germs that cause the diseases. Here you have so many times listened about the corona vaccine, and it also help us to prevent from the disease that is known as COVID-19. Students, smallpox was a dreaded disease in the 18th century, and many people died of it, and those who survived had scars on their faces. And this disease caught the attention of Dr. Edward Jenner. Students, one day a milkmaid told him that she could not have smallpox as she already had cowpox. Okay, and because of that, the people who had a mild disease called cowpox did not suffer from smallpox. So he injected cowpox germs into the body of the young boy in 1796. Do you know what happened then? A few weeks later, he injected him with smallpox germs, and the boy did not get smallpox. He successfully tried this method of preventing smallpox on other people, and Edward Jenner had discovered a vaccine for smallpox. Okay, and since then, vaccine had been developed against many diseases such as polio, diphtheria, measles, and tetanus. On the screen you can see the picture of the patients of chicken pox, and here you can see the picture of Dr. Edward Jenner. Pasteurization. Students, Louis Pasteur was a French chemist, okay, and Louis Pasteur discovers vaccination for rabies, a deadly disease. Rabies was a deadly disease, it's very dangerous disease, and Louis Pasteur discovers vaccination for that disease. He showed many diseases are caused by tiny germs, and these germs are also carried diseases from one person to another. Okay, and after the discovery of pasteurization, we know about the carrier of the germs. Okay, we know how the germs carried from one place to another and one person to another. Okay, and he discovered that heat kills germs. Okay, and milk or water can be boiled to kill germs and prevent diseases, and we all boil the water and milk to kill the germs. Okay, and the process of killing germs by boiling followed by the rapid cooling, especially in milk, is called pasteurization. Antiseptics. Students, James Simpson introduced the use of chloroform in medicine, and it is used to make a person unconscious. And before an operation, a person is made unconscious so that he does not feel pain. And students, with the discovery of chloroform, surgical pain was reduced. But half of the patients died due to infection of wounds by germs. Joseph Lister found that carbolic acid can be used in operation theatres to kill germs. He sprayed carbolic acid in the air, washed his hands, instruments, and the patient's skin with it before performing an operation, and the deaths due to infection came down dramatically. And Joseph Lister had discovered the first antiseptic, a chemical that kills germs. Keeping healthy or basic health care. Students, you all know germs cause several diseases, and many diseases are also caused if we don't eat a proper diet. Means we need proper diet to be healthy, and we can remain healthy by following simple rules which take care of these two factors. Okay? First point, eat good nutritious food which gives the body all the nutrients it needs. Means we need to eat balanced diet. Number 2, keep yourself and your surrounding clean. This prevents the breeding and spreading of germs. Keep your body clean by having a bath with soap and water every day. Wash your hands before and after eating. Means we should clean ourselves as well as our surrounding. By the cleanliness we can stop the spreading of germs. Do regular exercises, and by doing the exercises our body becomes more capable of fighting diseases. And next, one more important point, when you feel unwell, go to the doctor, and doctor will find out what disease you are suffering from, and she or he will give you the proper medicine to cure you. Means sometime we are not feeling well and we avoid to go to the doctor. This is not the right way. Whenever you feel you are not well, then definitely go to the doctor. One another important point is drink clean water. Means you should use clean water to drink, and you should be habitual to drink more than 8 to 10 glass of water during the day. This is all about our today's topic, living longer and healthier lives. Thank you so much for joining the class. Thank you.